And then I know you guys are newer, I guess, in your position compared to, I guess, some other mayors. So I guess the next question would be, when you were running for election, what you thought about the position and what you actually have to encounter now that you become a mayor. Was there anything that happened that you didn't expect, and how did you handle them?
I would just have to say, having worked with city councils and been on the planning commission and being a city council member, I thought I knew quite a bit about the mayor's position, and I'd always watched very closely. But the truth is, you encounter so many things and so many challenges that you don't know about until you get there. For us, representing the city and being in so many places and going to so many things, but also looking at the challenges for both Mayor Williams and I, this next legislative session is going to be an incredible challenge for protecting the rights and liberties of our citizens, because there's so many forces that want to take that away and take away our local power to make decisions and do that. So when you're running, you really don't know how intense some of these challenges are going to be, and you have to adapt and you have to be a part of them. But in this next legislative session, trying to get the transportation dollars that we need here in North Texas, preserving the tools that we have in transportation, being able to maintain local control. There's efforts to cap our property taxes to the point that we wouldn't even be able to hardly grow with inflation, and certainly growing communities would not be able to handle the challenges. The state's looking to penalize cities, but they're not doing anything on their part to actually help citizens. They want to cap our property taxes, for instance, but they have total control of the sales tax, and they could cut back on sales tax that they're collecting if they really wanted to give tax relief. Texas is the 13th highest state in the nation for sales tax, and so if the state wanted to help, they could, but that's not where they're going after. They're going after cities. So we have a lot of challenges, and those things you don't know about when you're running.
How about you, Major Williams?
Well, Mayor Athis covered a whole lot of that, and I'll just say that in my business as an engineer, I've worked with literally dozens of mayors and had the opportunity to see how they operated, and it has been very useful in coming into this office. But as Mayor Athis said, there are so many surprises every day that come in, and challenges that come. But I'll go a different direction, because Mayor Athis covered so many of the things I would have said, but I thought
I could switch and cover something else.
No, I thank you. I couldn't agree more with what you had to say, and but I thought I knew a lot of people, and now as mayor, I have met so many more people, and I am so encouraged about the fortitude and can-do spirit of our people that it has encouraged me. And yes, we do encounter those that really don't want our city to move ahead, but they're a very small amount of people. And so I am very encouraged by the number of people that we've met from all different cultures that are now our citizens here that want to make a difference.
One thing I would add, there are surprises, and for us, we had a tornado the day after Christmas last year. A few months before that, we had a couple would-be jihadis show up and attack meetings going on in Garland. So these kind of things that you can never predict. You just have to flow with the, move with the times and deal with them. But you hope that you've planned and strategized and to deal with these things. And I have to say, in North Texas, all the cities work very closely together to be prepared for just incredible number of situations that you wouldn't count on ever happening maybe in 10 years, but it can happen.
Yeah, because I mean, like, when you talk about terrorism, you talk about New York, you think about California, all these big cities, big places. I mean, not city of Garland, so definitely that's something that even I didn't expect, and from what I heard, you guys have been able to handle it very well and very effectively by bringing people together and keep people informed of what's going on.
Well, like I said, we've got great friends in other cities that can always be there as resources, but at the same time, we also try to be as prepared as we can, and we look ahead for these situations, even ones that you would say not likely to happen, but they can.
What are your plans for your city in the next couple of years? Something concrete, something that you're trying to achieve in the next couple of years? Do you want to start?
I'm going to let you go first this time.
Okay. Well, I'm going to introduce a kindness initiative at the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast. It's going to happen on February the 2nd. I formed a 15-member Community Relations Commission that is made up of a very diverse citizens group that are going to lead this effort, and it's really going to put on our citizens' minds of being kind to one another and how important it is to help one another to make a city go from good to great in our community relations. In addition to that, we are on a major move right now to continue to attract and create jobs both from our existing businesses and bringing new ones in. And then the other thing is that we have convened our education partners, and we are working so hard together. They're all the way from our public schools to our private schools to our community college to the University of Texas at Arlington, because we know that education is the foundation of success for any community, and we're trying to leverage our resources to help more. As an example, our career and training facility that our school district is building right now, we have so many of our businesses that are contributing dollars, contributing expertise to try to make that a better place. Our city is partnering with it. That is going to help to take our kids straight out of high school and prepare them to have a job immediately out of high school, or to prepare them better to get a science or engineering degree as they move forward.
How about you?
Many of the same things. Of course, we have a large number of industries in Garland now. We have new industries coming. On the data center side, we've got 2 new data centers coming that both of them will be competing to be the largest data centers in basically North Texas and in the state. You have that component, and those are important for us because we own our own power company, and they'll also be a large water consumption user. So they're important industries to our city. They'll support a lot of jobs in what they do, but we're building new warehouses and new manufacturing facilities. We're trying to use a LEED standard when possible. So that side of it is there, but I'm also really concentrated on changing the way our neighborhoods look, becoming more villages that are amalgamated into a city, so that each one has its own center and its own focus. Bringing new housing products to the city. We're bringing, of course, the mixed-use facilities in downtown Garland. We have our DART station, and we have a lot of growth going in downtown Garland right now, and some new businesses and a brewery, a distillery, and things of that nature. But for me, I think the things I'm trying the hardest to do that are the biggest challenge is bringing more of the community spirit and opportunities for our citizens, and to bring more products for them to be able to experience and live in our community.
Thank you so much. I mean, these are goals definitely very clear, very concrete, that I hope that you will both be very successful in whatever you're trying to do.
We will.
And but that link to the next level, what do you think about the outcome of the presidential election? Do you think it's going to change the city or how you run the city, how it will affect the city somehow?